think that getting summers off is the only reason I want to be a teacher. However, the children are our future, and they must have godly influences, even in school. Coming through the public school system, I witnessed firsthand the influence that teachers can have. Oftentimes, they can influence the children to be good, or they can be bad. But if the student develops a personal relationship with that teacher, they're going to want to be just like them. God willing, I will become a teacher one day, and I believe that even in a public school setting where a lot is done to keep out Christ, Christian teachers may still influence children for Jesus. So today, we're going to look at how to do this. First off, how do you become a teacher? Next, I'm going to talk about the need for teachers to be good role models. Finally, I will show you how you can share your faith in school legally and win children to Christ. In order to influence the children, you have to first become a teacher. The first step to do this is researching. The states differ in what they require to become a teacher. You also need to sit in on classes, observe other teachers, find out your interests and your strengths, and what type of teacher you want to be, and what subject you want to teach. The next step is education. Some states are requiring that their teachers have a master's degree or attain one within the first 5 years of their teaching. This is differed from previously. It used to be just a bachelor's degree. Currently, 45 states use the widely known practice exam, but other states are still requiring you to take a state exam. Make sure you research what specific state you're in and what specific state you try to get your license in. My second point is that kids spend a lot of time in school. It is up to teachers to set a good example. Kids spend almost 40 hours a week at school. That's almost 25% of their time. As you can see from this chart, sleepforkids.org recommends that school-age children get 10 to 11 hours of sleep. If you couple that with their 8 hours of school, that leaves a total time at home of 5 hours, and that's if they don't have any extracurricular activities or homework to do. We all know that doesn't happen. Therefore, teachers spend more time with your kids than the parents do during the week. This is important because the teacher must be a good role model and must emulate what the parents want to teach their kids. Despite several rules and regulations, one can still share their faith in a public school setting. According to Gibbs Jr., it is illegal to witness to a student on school grounds. But it is not illegal to develop personal relationships. They can interact with the students and develop a relationship outside of class that may lead to them witnessing to that student. Also, the teacher may be Christ-like in all that they do, in what they say, how they teach, how they act, even disciplining. And this may show the child how to come to Christ without directly saying it. There's also a very underused program in the United States. It's called the Release Time Program. This is where students are given an hour a day to basically leave school and go off ground and participate in a religious education class. Now, when you hear a young person complaining about where our future's headed, tell them how to become a teacher. Be sure to let them know the importance of having teachers that are good role models. Also, do not hesitate to show them how their faith in Christ can be brought back in to school. I'd like to leave you with a quote from news anchor Dan Rather. "A dream begins with a teacher who believes in you, who tugs and pushes and leads you to the next plateau, sometimes poking you with a sharp stick called truth." While I believe that Rather was referring to a different kind of truth, there is no denying that, biblically speaking, that truth is Jesus Christ, and sometimes young people need to be faced with it.